It makes it handy to have just a bag that's designated for visitations. I like to have these on hand. This is my 6-month-old daughter, Bryn, and we do have some things on hand already because we have a 6-month-old. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Kate, and this is the 3rd video in my foster care series that I just started. I've been releasing one foster care related video a week, and then I also post some lifestyle and motherhood related videos throughout the week as well. The first 2 videos I made were about our first foster care placement. She was an infant from the NICU, and then the second video I made was about how to get licensed fast. I'm going to link those in the description box below, so make sure to check those out after you watch this video. But this video is going to be all about what to have on hand to be prepared for a placement, and it really depends on what age range you're licensed for. I'm licensed for 0 to 2, so this is going to be more focused on the infant to toddler range. But before I get started, make sure you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like foster care content. I just reached 52 subscribers, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm hoping I can continue to grow my channel, so help me out and make sure you subscribe. But let's get into the video. I have a tote here that I'm going to be pulling things out of throughout the video, just to show you what I like to keep on hand. I've been collecting some of these items for a while now, and then some of them are new that I've recently added. I also have a 6-month-old daughter, so I have a lot of things on hand anyways that I didn't go out and buy just for foster care, but I'd be able to use. So I'll show you some of those ideas as well that I use for her on a daily basis that might be helpful to have to be prepared for foster placements as well. First, I'm going to show you some of the feeding items that I have. So since I'm licensed for infants and toddlers, of course I have bottles, and I have a few different brands, but Dr. Brown's are my favorite. And then I also have a couple other brands on hand, but I don't have those in this box. It's nice to have them boiled and ready to go. That way you're not doing that last minute. And also the pacifiers, if you had those boiled and ready to go, I'm sure that would be very helpful. We did with our bottles, we had them boiled and ready to go. When we got the call for our placement, we didn't have to do any of that. So that was nice, just having these bottles all ready to go. I also have plenty of toddler silverware, some little bowls here for food, a couple different sippy cups, some fun little teething items. These aren't all a necessity, but this is just what I have on hand. And you never know if you're going to need to bathe a baby right away when they come to you. So I like to have bath items on hand as well. And I have some towels here, some washcloths. And like I said, I have a 6-month-old daughter, so I do have a lot of this stuff already. I already have her soaps and lotions and that kind of thing. But if you don't, you might want to pick up some of those bath items like baby soap, lotion, nail clippers, that kind of stuff. I have different pacifiers that I keep on hand, different brands, because you never know what brands you're going to need. And then, whoops, some different size, just the A-vent ones. And don't worry, these are open, but I've never used them before. I only took one out of each package. I would not reuse a pacifier for another baby. Of course, a baby thermometer. I like to have these on hand because I figured if a toddler came to me and they didn't have a comfort item, it would be nice that they could have one of these little comfort items, and they could even take it home with them if they ended up going home. Just something for them to snuggle. And I have a couple blankets in my box. Same reasoning there. I have a nice big stack of clothes here, and I just really picked up a couple pairs in each size, and they're just pajamas because if you get a placement on short notice, you can have a couple of pairs of pajamas for them at least, and then maybe you can have a friend or a family member that you ask to run out and get you some things. But at least you have a couple pairs of pajamas for them. It doesn't really matter if you have boy or girl clothes, if they're just pajamas and you're just using them to hold you over. So if you just have a couple in each size, you should be set. Also, my sister has a 2-year-old and they live right next door, so I figured I could just call her and she would definitely let me borrow a couple things. So I really have preemie to 12 months in the stack, but that would be enough to hold me over. Before I had Bryn, I really just was excited about getting all this stuff, so I went out and bought all these clothing items, even though in reality I probably didn't need them all, but it is nice to have a few things on hand. And now I have all Bryn's things from, she's in 9 months, so newborn to 9 months, so I have plenty of stuff now. It's also nice to have different sized diapers on hand, just maybe a pack of each one. That way, if you don't have much time and you aren't able to go to the store, you can use those extra diapers that you have on hand, and then you won't be rushed to have to go to the store right away. And we only had a couple hours to prepare for our placement, and we didn't have to go to the store at all because we already had everything we needed. It makes it handy to have just a bag that's designated for visitations because you are going to have multiple visits a week most likely, since you have a infant or toddler, because they usually get more visits a week. And then every time you're getting ready for a visit, you don't have to pack up that visitation bag. You can have it all ready. Everything in here can just go to each visit. You might just have to repack the diapers, and you can have some snacks, a bottle, a sippy cup, everything already in this bag: diapers, wipes, whatever you might need to bring, a designated little toy, books. That way you can just grab this bag and you can take it right to the visit. And I was actually thinking about making my next video what to take in your visitation bag, because I thought that might be a fun video. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing that. It's also a good idea to have some food items on hand, so whether it's some jars of baby food or different kinds of snacks that younger children like puffs, little crackers that are easy to chew, little Cheerios, things to make peanut butter and jelly, macaroni and cheese, things like that that you could have on hand to cook up if you do need to use that right away and you don't have time to run to the store. Before I had my daughter, I did keep a few jars of baby food on hand and some little squeezable pouches and that kind of thing. I never ended up needing them because we had a newborn, so I didn't use those. If I would have had a 6-month-old baby or older, that probably would have been handy. Of course, having different gadgets that you can move the babies around in and that they can play in, like a little bouncer. I'll show you what I have for my daughter. Don't mind my living room, it's kind of messy, but I'm just going to show you here. I have this little bouncer, a little boppy pillow that she likes to sit up in, a little activity gym with her toys and her blanket spread out, different little gadgets that you can move them around to. And what I did is I started collecting things. So once we started getting our foster care license, I slowly started collecting things, little used baby items, like I got a used swing, a little used sit-me-up seat, different things like that. And then that way, all at once, you don't just have to go buy everything. So that was really nice. I once heard someone say that they would buy little preloaded gift cards, maybe to Walmart or different areas around you. That way, if you needed to give them to a friend or a family member to run out and get you some supplies once you got a placement, that it was really handy for them. I've never done that for myself, but I figured I'd just share this in this video, just in case that might be helpful for you. If you're in an area that's pretty busy and they get a lot of calls, then I would suggest having your car seat already put in your car, your base at least, because we did not have that done. And when I got the call, I had to climb up to the attic, get the car seat down, install the base, and do that. That was just another extra thing that we had to do. So it probably would have been nice if we had that all done, but we didn't, so that's something that I've learned for next time. Of course, having some different age range toys is nice to have on hand because you know they're probably not going to have any toys that they are able to bring with them. So that's nice for them to see when they come in, and it might make them feel a little bit more comfortable if you have a kid-friendly area with some toys and some different things set out. We also have a pack and play and a little, it's kind of like a pack and play, but it's bigger and it's in a circle, so they have more room to crawl around and play in it. And you can just put their toys in there, and it kind of just keeps them contained if they're crawling around or walking around. They can sit in there and play with toys if you have to go get something done. I probably wouldn't have just went out and bought that just to be prepared for foster care, but it might be something that you can buy down the line if once you know what age you're going to get for a replacement and if that's something that could be helpful for you. Definitely a baby gate. We still need to get a baby gate to gate off our kitchen, but we're definitely going to do that so that way we can keep the little ones contained in the living room. And we're going to need one for our daughter anyway soon because she's going to be on the move very soon. Ready? A boo, a boo, a boo, boo, boo. A boo, boo, boo. Bryn just woke up from her nap, so she's going to join us for a little bit here while we close out the video. But that's about all that I have that I can think of right now that we keep on hand. Let me know in the description box below if you guys keep anything else on hand that you could suggest for other people watching this video. And don't forget about the other 2 videos in the description box below. Videos 1 and 2 in this series. Make sure you check those out and give these videos a thumbs up if you've been liking this content. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bryn, can you say bye? Bryn, say bye. You see the camera? Boo. 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 I'll see you in the next video. Bye.